Telling people to study more does not necessarily help. In some cases, it might actually worsen their performance. Taking notes, so vital. But most students who do it haven't learned a very simple rule. The first moment you get after a class, ideally right after the class, you should sit down with your notes and expand on everything you jotted down. Give it depth, flesh it out, okay? If you even wait to go home and do it a couple hours later, you'll have forgotten some of your own notes. How do you know it? If you can look at it, go to the next one, read it, and then stop and go back to the one before, look up in the sky and in your own words, say what that was about. Yeah, you know it. Now, a lot of students don't realize how much we're controlled by environmental cues. Get a little lamp and it becomes your study lamp. So if you have to study in your bedroom, turn on the lamp and start studying. The moment you lose your edge, 15, 20, 30 minutes later, turn the lamp off, get up and leave the desk. What you're training yourself to study while seated there. And it becomes increasingly automatic, as did the raising of the hand. You sit, turn the lamp on, and you're ready to go. It's like magic. Your brain has to be focused to be really studying, not time sharing back and forth. The more active you are in your learning, the more effective. And yet, increasingly, I have students who think studying is reading it over and over, and they're going to have some magical thing where they suddenly understand it and remember it well. First, you have to decide, what am I learning? Is it a concept or a fact? Okay? Understanding the name of a bone is a fact. Understanding what it does in the body gets into a concept. Okay? So in studying, sometimes there are a lot of facts. In fact, I use anatomy as a good example. You got to memorize bones, muscles, organs, tissues, a lot of it. But if you simply memorize and don't understand the function of it, the comprehension of the actual concepts, it's a lot of wasted learning, really. Just to know a name of a bone is like, yes, so what? But in most college classes, what we as professors are most concerned about is that you grasp the concept. Because concepts, once grasped, will stay with you a lifetime. Can you put the concept in your own words? If you can't, you don't really understand it. Okay? It's not meaningful to you. To make it meaningful is a struggle. It's probably the biggest struggle you have as a student. But it's a struggle you need to do, or you're wasting your study time. People are incredible at confusing recognition with recollection. Your visual recognition threshold is so great, you can see a person once, see them years later and go, I know you. You've highlighted the most important stuff. You now go back to study it and you say, oh, I remember it. So do you study it? No. So what don't you learn? The most important part of the chapter.
شبکه دانشگاه تهران، شبکه حکمت و فرزان.